Hello everybody. I hope everybody is doing good today. Thank you very much for stopping by. I haven't done a video for a couple of days, not because I haven't wanted to, but just because I haven't had an opportunity to do that. So today I thought I would do another page in Junk Journal January. I've come to the realization that every day I'm not going to be able to do an entry in my January journal. So I'm just going to do as many as I can, and I'm sort of picking and choosing. I haven't been going in systematic order. Today I'm going to do fabric, which is number 5, just because I love fabric. I've sort of played around with some fabric and laces and things that I sort of want to do. If I didn't do that, this would be a 2-hour-long video. So anyway, I've made some choices with what things I want to use for the most part, not completely. I'm trying to decide what type of glue I want to use, and I know Fabri-Tac is what you would normally go for with fabric, but I just don't like the way it dries. So I'm on the fence about that. I might be able to on this side. I'm thinking what I want to do. I want to use some of this lace over here. And I don't care that that's, you know, apparently I've cut that for something. But I think I'm just going to sort of cut it at an angle. Maybe let some of that hang off. I think I'm just going to go for it. I've moved some things around on my desk, so now I have to, let me just cut that there, so I don't cut it too short. You know how we all get so many cords for lights and cameras and sewing machines and all of that kind of stuff. I had such a cord mess underneath my desk. And my husband helped me to fix that the other night, and so that busied one of my evenings this week. I think I want to put that. I want to use some cheesecloth on this side, and I'm just trying to decide if I want that under or over. I think I'm going to put it over this lace to help, yeah, help cover that. Back to the glue situation. What am I going to use? PVA might be too... I wonder if I might paint a little bit of it on. I'm going to try PVA. Don't do this at home. I don't know what this is going to do. Normally it dries clear. I just don't like the way Fabri-Fix dries, quite honestly. It always seems to seep through. Oh, come on, glue. Don't do this to me. I just said the other day how that cellophane was working so well on this. Let me see if that'll help. I don't want a whole lot, but I thought if I put some here, maybe I'll stick this pin in here too. Whoop. I don't have anything to put my hand on. Oh, I am so glad that it is Friday. But before we know it, it's going to be Sunday night. We're all going to have the Sunday night heebie-jeebies about the next day being Monday, right? So I'm just going to put some of this down here. this will work or not, but we're going to check it out. Because I know this dries really clear and usually doesn't leave like a shine or whatever underneath it. So I'm going to stick down there. Okay. And then this piece. Just sort of want to see how I want to do this. I want that like that. Yeah. I think my glue has one of those long glue strings. I think that's what the problem is. How you get those long glue strings. Probably should have chosen a bigger paintbrush. It's like painting nails. Let's see. How was I going to do that? Like this? So funny that, well, not funny, but ironic. In December, I was like, I could not get, like, motivated. I don't know if motivated is the right word, but just couldn't figure out what it was I wanted to do craft-wise. And then you start watching these videos, and now I have so many things that I want to do and not enough time to do them all. So I want that there. And then I have this is just a remnant from, well, I have more of this, but it's from something I had cut apart. And this was in my little scrap bin I keep. And I think I'm just going to stick that like that. This page is pretty much going to be fabric and lace. And I could probably, I don't have to use this, probably just put some glue on this. It's a little bit thicker. Not only am I decorating the pages, but I'm leaving my, at least in this, I'm leaving room for me to actually write, to actually journal in it. If that makes sense. I think I sort of want that like that. A little bit more glue on this edge. Come on. I know if I squeeze this too hard, a big old glob is going to come out. We got our first big snow of the season today. We probably ended up with about 6 or 7 inches. But my husband has us all dug out. I don't know when we'll get our next one, but we certainly can't complain because it is January. It is January. On this side is where I've been sort of struggling. And I think this is part of my struggle. And I think I just want to bring some of this. I'm just going to tear some of this off. That over there. Pulled out a little bit more. Hardly anything left of that cheesecloth. I just want it to be sort of scrappy. I think I'm going to ink around this. This is just a Tim Holtz. Just sort of want to decide how I want to do this. I think like that. I could use some of my regular glue on that too. Ugh. I'm going to have a glue mess. Just sort of figure out how I want it. A little bit more of this. Take some of this. Got to get this to stick down. Just going to take a second. Okay. Then I think I know I want to use some buttons, but I feel like I need something up here, and I had this old snippet, and I haven't used any of it in a long time. I I thought maybe I would see. I want to make sure it's not going to be too bulky. But I thought I could maybe use some of it up here as a tab. But I think I want to figure out, first of all, if that's what I'm going to do. Let me see what's going on the back here. Do I want... I want to just cut some of that off and just tap. Well, maybe I'll just do it that way instead of wrapping it around. It seems sort of big. I almost need to stand up. I feel like if I stand up, it gives me a better view. I don't know if I like this. Maybe it's the piece I cut. Let's just cut some more. Nope, I don't like it. I sort of feel like it's a bit heavy. I'm going to leave that set there and let me think about that. I wonder if I cut that there. Well, I got to think about this because I don't know if I like that or not. Alright, so what else did I want to do? Well, I'm going to trim some of this off. Got my string stuck up in there. Alright. But I do feel like I need something here. But, alright. Let me get my needle and thread. I'm going to put some thread through my buttons. I have glue all over my fingers. Trying to decide how I want to do this. I think I want a button down here. I'm just gonna, how am I gonna do that? I think I'll just, no, I'm just gonna sew, I'm just gonna run some thread through this so it looks like it's sewn on. Tie it in the back. I hope I've been on camera, or in frame rather. So I think I'm just going to glue a button down here. Maybe I will bring out the fabric fix for that. I will have every kind of glue out here by the time we finish this page. If you could see my desktop, it is a mess. I make the mistake of, well, not the mistake, but in the morning, I usually have about 30 minutes to have my coffee when I first get up in the morning before my day starts. And I always have my iPad, and first thing I do, of course, is go to YouTube videos, and then I see, a new project, and then I pull things out on my desktop to remind me of it. My desktop right now is an absolute nightmare. But I have a lot of projects in mind for the weekend. I just hope that I have enough time to accomplish everything that I want to do. Now this is got the blue volcano going on. Set that on its side for now. I don't know if that'll help it or not. Alright, I wanted to put a button, I think, over here. I don't know. I think I might like a smaller one. Maybe turn it that way. I'm going to do the same thing. Just going to fake that this was sewn on. Oh, why I just did that, I don't know. And threaded my needle for no reason. That's good. It's going to have glue on it anyway. It's not going to go anywhere. Alright, now we're back to my problem area. I have some of this here. No, I was gonna I don't think I need it. I feel like I need something, but I don't know what it would be. I think if I need something up here, and I think I'm going to have to revisit my I don't like that. That feels too thick. None of that goes. I wonder about if I go with my trusty old cheesecloth. No, I think that would be too much. Well, I really thought I had it figured out with this. like that. Keep going back to that, don't I? Yep. Yep. Stop. Alright, I gotta take this sweater off. I keep this green sweater in my craft room because I have a tendency to get cold, and then I start crafting, I get hot. Let me look at this. I plan to journal in here, but I feel like there's a disconnect, and I feel like I just need something. I'm going to turn you off real quick, just because my timer went off, and my camera has a tendency to click off without me knowing it. So I'm going to turn you off and right back on. Okay, so I think I'm just going to force myself to use this. Otherwise, I will spend hours trying to figure out what it is I want to do. And at the end of the day, it's not the end of the world, right? I put a button. This time I'm just going to sew my button to my fabric to make it a little bit easier. I could really go all out on this, but I think this is good enough. It's for me. I tell you, every time I do something like this, like a fabric related type spread, I always think of my grandmother. We all called her Nanny, and because she's really the one that drew me to loving fabrics and quilting and, you know, that type of thing. So whenever I sew, I think of her. This page reminds me of her, so that's probably what I'm going to journal about. So I think I'm just going to stick that there. You've got that shiny, a little bit of shiny. I'm hoping that after that dries, that'll clear up. I'm going to have to wash that. I'm going to put Fabric Fix on the back of this fabric because it's thick enough. Yeah, I want it about there. Now, if I didn't want this glue to come out, it would. You saw how it was doing that volcano type thing. I have glue everywhere. Get the lid on it, get the lid on it. It's bubbling over. Alright, so I know it's not great, but I like it, and I think I might trim. It looks very old to me. And I think when I was trying to plan what I wanted to do, this paper I kept feeling like I need to brighten it up. I need to brighten it up. No matter what I did, it didn't. So I thought, well, I'll just embrace it then. But I like this just for the textural piece of it. I just wish I could think what I could do here just to make the seam more cohesive. And I don't know, maybe as I journal, I've had so many different elements out, playing with them. I got so tired of doing it. I was like, I am just going to go with this. I have some stickers over here, but I don't think, no. I don't like the way that looks. Alright, so I'm just going to go with this. I think once I journal, it's going to make it look different. I'm going to think about that. I might cut some of this off on the top. Don't want that off. Well, maybe I'll leave it there. I'll leave it there. I'm full of indecision. Well, there you have it. That is my, today is the 7th, so I'm doing number 5, fabric, on the 7th of January. And I will do my little bit of journaling. And I just want to thank everybody for stopping by. Thank you so much for your support. And I'll see you real soon. I have a million projects that I plan to do this weekend. So I'll be back. I'm just not sure with what. Happy crafting, everyone. Bye-bye.